True Future Influence Beats.
YouTube, what it do is your boy. Follow me on Instagram, both pages, VMF Cars and Humble Molly. Thank you. YouTube, what it do is your boy Humble Molly back at it again with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this with your people because we lit. Today's video, I am doing an assignment for my class, but this is also for people who wants to get into social media or put themselves out there in social media and like for branding or personal use. And this is if you want to take a class in social media. These are like 8 to 10 do's and don'ts or pros and cons and when you get into like social media and branding or putting yourself out there. So I got a paper here, and on my paper, my first point or thing is have a plan or focus. When you come into social media or like if you starting to do social media and you want to focus on something like or have a plan like in class we learned one of the people, he was in like Vampire Diary, but he had like a year worth of stuff and videos and products to push out. So about the time that event came around, he had already there and he already do it, post it. But have a plan where you could knock everything down off your list if you wanted to do it. And I say a don't or a con is don't be bouncing around. And what I mean don't be bouncing around is like when you have a plan, don't change your plan up or don't go back on your plan or don't have. I mean, you could have multiple ideas in one, but if you trying to say you have a focus and you want to reach a goal of 100 following or more, but you get 100 following, but you lose 100 followers because you said something or you bounced to do something else, but the people you follow didn't like what you did. So don't bounce around too much where you lose a following. My second point is be real, be 100% genuine, be honest, be yourself. Don't be fake. Like all this content, putting yourself on social media is not for the fake. And a con for being real, for not being real, is fake. You would be exposed. You would be like put out. Like even though cancel culture, I guess, but if you say something fake or out craziness, they come and try to cancel you. But for most people, if you got enough following, you won't. But if you a small following and you just getting started and you say something crazy or do something crazy, you might be canceled and you might be on a downfall. Third point is have connections. Always make friends, always make connections, always have something you can always depend on or land on. Not always, but like if you wanted to make a video but a person over here has more followings or more views coming, so you hit that person, make friends, make a connection. But it's like a win-lose situation, I could say, for a pro con. Um, you can make connections, but also you could damage your connections, which could damage your connections, could damage your image of how people view you if they want to work with you. So if a person, you mess up that connection with that one person, and that other person you're trying to connect to sees you work with that person, and you go ask that person for some, and they come back to the other person, say, oh no, he did this, he did that, he wasn't on point with his things. that could hurt your image of people who not want to connect with you. The fourth point is, be consistent. Be consistent. Always like be on top. Like even though it might be something small, a small post, but always be posting. Always trying to get more views. Almost get more content. And being consistent. It could be like a 5-second video of a clip or something that you found interesting. Like now in this generation, short attention span. So 5 minutes would do great in this generation right now. It get you to have more people coming interacting with you. Con is if you slack off with what you doing or what you plan to do, it could hurt you in the business aspect. Like you could lose following. Like I said, you could lose following, but you also your reputation of working hard, staying on top. You could say, "Oh, I'll be posting all this month," but you don't post a month. You take a break for a month, and you went back on your word. So you got people who watch you kind of upset because you didn't post for that month. Fifth thing on my list is have a private and a business account. So for people who get into business or get into YouTube and like other social media aspects, always keep your private life separate from your business. So like for instance, have your private life. You might go to partying and depending on if your business is like clubbing or stuff like that. But if your business is not like that, like if you go partying, you go drinking, you do stuff that's not really good for your business. But if you connect to both, it might mess up everything. Or if you have a private and business and you work on both just from one page, you could have people asking you questions about your business, but you could also have your private life, and your private life could take over your business, so you won't get to the people you want to work with or who you want to interact with, so they might get pushed back on the back burner. So you might want to have 2 separate accounts. Because in the con is, like I said, it might push back business, and you might have be looked as a bad business for not communicating with your customers, communicating with other people you want to work with, and everything like that. But that's my 8-10 do's and don'ts or pros or cons. Hopefully this sound good. It sound great. It's gonna be titled Branding and Ethics of Social Media Use. So this is like social media use. Like I said, I'm gonna go back over the 10 things. Always have a plan. Be real. Have connections. Be consistent. Have a private and a business account. And the cons of this is don't be bouncing around. Don't be fake. Always be real. Don't have no fake messing around. You don't have no fake circle because they always leave you on the back burner. Have connections, but if you don't have connections and something happen, it can hurt your image. And don't slack. Never slack. Stay out the way. Stay out the mix. Don't slack. And private and business, you don't want to have your private life in your business life. Keep it outside the mix. You don't want nothing can hurt your business more than your private life. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all understood it. I hope you all got something from it. I hope this was a video I can inform other people who wants to go into social media. But I'll catch y'all in the next video.